tell kids, hey, you keep making mistakes, you're going to lose, because we do keep making mistakes and still end up being fortunate enough to win. You know, you shouldn't beat Penn with 3 turnovers and, you know, the things that we did wrong. So that's a big fear of mine, is just, do we come out flat? Do we not take care of the football and those sorts of things? Hobart has about 30 different formations. Alignment's going to be really critical for us on defense. They're very athletic, a similar type of offense to New Prairie. I think they throw it a little bit more than New Prairie does, but we're going to have our work cut out for us on both sides of the ball against a team that, you know, going there off a tough loss. I think that they're going to come out ready to play, and we're going to have to match that intensity.
When you have, again, kind of going back to last week, but have you focused on some of the special teams, the ball security, those kind of things this week as well, I would imagine?
Yeah, we had a stretch in the middle of the season where I didn't think we were very good at covering kicks, and we spent 3 straight weeks pounding our kids on got to get better on kick coverage, and I thought our coverage on Friday was fantastic. Well, this week we focused a ton on snapping the ball, on kickoff return, on fielding kicks, and still focused on getting better in our return game. You know, there's so little time, to prepare for everything.
Right.
I feel like we spend a lot of time on special teams, but we certainly spent a lot more of it this week. And I think you can attribute a little bit of the ball on the ground from last week due to the rain and the wet football, and
right.
I think that was the case at least on a couple of the bobbled snaps that we had. So yeah, I mean, we've focused on getting better on special teams, and we've stressed to our kids, hey, you don't want to make mistakes in the tournament, because one can cost you, and if it does, you're packing your stuff up.
Absolutely. All right, Coach, thanks as always. We will talk to you next week.
All right, thank you.
It is Mishawaka and Hobart. We've got kickoff coming up next, 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
Kurt Outdoor Living wants to help you transform your yard into a dream come true. Kurt can deliver bulk hardwood mulch in a variety of colors and textures safe for plants and animals. Dreaming of a new outdoor kitchen? The professionals at Kurt Outdoor Living can help you from planning to purchase to install. Visit their outdoor showroom to see the wide variety of patio pavers, retaining walls, fire features, grills, outdoor kitchen appliances, arbors, and awnings. 2129 West Wilden Avenue in Goshen. KurtOutdoorLiving.com.
The Mishawaka Education Foundation wish list is a way for School City of Mishawaka teachers and staff to receive items that are needed to aid them in helping our students have the best education possible. This wish list is for requests of $200 or less. It may be used as many times a year as the need arises for a teacher or a staff member. You can grant the entire wish or just a portion of the wish. Help our students by granting a wish from the Mishawaka Education Foundation wish list today. Online at scmef.me.
Hi, this is Doug Leckleitner. When your garage door quits working, Leckleitner can fix it fast. Call 295-6311. Want to improve the look of your home? Try a new garage door. Call Leckleitner at 295-6311. Need service or installation on a commercial, industrial, or agricultural door? Call Leckleitner at 295-6311. When you need same-day service, Leckleitner Door can deliver. Leckleitner Door, sales and service. We open all the right doors. Call us at 295-6311.
Midland Engineering Company is proud to partner with Mishawaka Schools to bring you pavement football. We believe in the Mishawaka way and are honored to work on upgrading the facilities, including historic Mishawaka High School. At Midland, we take pride in being part of our community, whether it's our annual Fallen Heroes Community Service Award with the South Bend Cubs or working with other local charities and nonprofit organizations. Midland and its employees are committed to enhancing the quality of life in Michiana. Midland Engineering Company, a community partner for nearly 100 years. Visit MidlandEngineering.com.
Mishawaka Caveman Football is brought to you by Midland Engineering Company on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
Welcome back live to Hobart, where we just got Hobart's version of Enter Sandman, which we heard all about a couple of weeks ago when Notre Dame went to Virginia Tech. Welcome back again to the School City of Mishawaka pregame show. Give you the starting lineup presented by Bonnie Doon Drive-In. The Mishawaka defense looks like this. The defensive tackles, junior Ryan Watt and another junior, T.J. Rux. At defensive end, Tommy Frayling, a senior, and junior Joe Willis. The middle linebacker is junior Nick Davis. Well linebacker, junior Derek Dawson. And the Sam linebacker is junior Tyler Pearson, who made his first start at that position last week for the injured Nick Bodel, who is out for the rest of the year. The cornerbacks tonight are seniors Grant Jablonski and Justin Kasetsky. And Kasetsky rather got his first start at the corner last week, too, with Devin Jimenez out. Now, Jimenez is threat. He missed last week. He will not start, but he will be on the field most likely at some point tonight. The Rover is DJ Fisher, Mishawaka's leading tackler, who had 17 tackles to win over Penn. Pretty good number when you can have 17 tackles against your biggest rival and beat them.
That would have been
There you go. Captains are at midfield, and I'll let you keep your eye on that, Coach, while I go through the offensive starters. It's going to be a different look on the offensive line tonight. 6 different offensive linemen. I'm going to whisper this a little bit so they don't hear me down the hallway. There's 6 different linemen now. Ethan Sargent at center, Ricky King and David Vandegrip with the 2 guards, Eric Fargo and Sam Reitke, the tackles, and an extra down the line, Wyatt Sellers as well. The split ends are Colin B. and Brody Robinette. One of them will not start. We'll find out here in just a minute. Halfbacks are Brad Taylor and Donovan Snyder. The quarterback is Sam Shively, and the fullback is Chris Harness. And Mr. Harness comes into tonight with 1,783 yards after rushing 264 last week in the win over Penn. It was his 3rd straight 200-plus yard game, and he has 3,444 career rushing yards, 398 yards behind Mishawaka's all-time leader, Sam Schrader. So a couple good games, and he could be the school's all-time leading rusher.
Yeah.
So,
Outstanding career. Outstanding.
what happened on our kickoff there, or on our coin toss?
Hobart won the toss and elected to receive. Boston will kick off.
And Mishawaka will be moving from right to left, and Hobart wears all purple uniforms with gold helmets, and with purple tops. They have purple numbers and yellow trims. Yellow trim, rather. Anyone who's ever called the game knows what that's all about. I'm not even going to say it because I got people mad at me a couple weeks ago when I talked about somebody else's hardest numbers. But we've got older eyes up here, you know. The deep man is Matthew Benton. And a couple other men are back there as well, and Benton will take it at the 3. Benton across the 10, across the 15, going to the left. He gets knocked down just shy of the 25-yard line, and that is where Hobart will have the football to start the ball game. We are underway in this 4A sectional.
I got a feeling it's on a big line. So.
They put it at the 25, the nose of the football at the 25. And again, Hobart won the toss, and they elected to receive. So it'll be 2 receivers at the top of the formation, 2 at the bottom, and the quarterback, Riley Johnson, in the shotgun with the running back, Sal Valley, to his left. Johnson wants to throw and pitches it to the far sideline, and caught and running up across the 35 before he's finally knocked out of bounds is the receiver.
Pick up a 12 little spot screen.
There is a flag out there.
Okay. They were sacked. Holes against Hobart. More than likely on a wide receiver. Obviously, they will take that back, nullify the catch. But they had stacked receivers, both sides. Foyle, the old Valparaiso, I should say old, but the former Valparaiso coach, is now the offensive coordinator. So you're going to see a lot of what Valpo used to do with a lot of formation, a lot of motion.
And now it'll be 2 receivers stacked on top of each other on each side. It is first down over again, and the play coming to the near side and up to the 25 before the tackle is made is Sal Valley. Their leading rusher with 705 yards, and it'll be second down and 8.
Yeah, pick up a 4, but with the penalty, you're looking at second 8, second 9.
Ball goes from the far hash mark to the near hash mark, and Hobart will put 3 receivers at the top. There's actually a stand-up receiver just to the left of offensive line as well. Johnson in the shotgun, and his running back, Valley, stands behind him on 2nd down and 9. Just a minute gone as Johnston rolls to the left. He plays pitch and catch out there. The catch is made and up to the 40-yard line, or at the 39. It'll be a first down for Hobart after Zach Bodie made the catch.
Unbalanced line, rolled to the unbalanced, and 3 receivers put pressure. The one you're going to give up is flat.
First and 10 for Hobart at its own 39-yard line. 10:45 to play here in the first quarter. Johnston again is in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the right and 1 at the top. To the left, Matthew Benton is the lone man at the top, and he will come in motion, and they take the handoff to him. Johnston keeps it himself. He gets up to the 42-yard line, where he's brought down by a couple of different cavemen, including Derek Dawson.
Yeah, kind of a unique play, state, for the man in motion, and became kind of like a quarterback ISO. He followed the receiver off back.
Johnston right behind the running back, Valley, who has 705 yards. Johnston comes into the game with 702. They both run quite a bit. And then the spread formation is essentially what it is. It's just on some of the stuff I've seen on this over team, the quarterback kind of waits for things to get spread out and waits for the receivers to get downfield, and will take off. Again from the shotgun, looking over the middle, set up the screen, and it's going to be caught. And going off to the left is the running back, Valley. He will cross the 50 and get up to the Mishawaka 44-yard line, where it's a Bricky first down.
Pick up a 14 on the middle screen, and their second first down officially of the game. And the middle there could have gone even farther. Looks like starting of the Red Sea.
Over to into Mishawaka territory at the 44-yard line, where it's first down on their opening drive. 9 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. They stack on top of each other. The quarterback, Johnston, from the shotgun, and Valley, the running back, to his left. Valley takes the hand up, trying to come right, bursts backwards, and he is going to be stopped for a loss. Gang tackled back at the 49-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5.
Got big stops as they try to run the spread outside Deer, outside Stone's place, out of their shotgun spread offense. And good penetration. Defensive line. Your deep, 5 yards off.
C.J. Fisher, Mishawaka's leading tackler, with 81.5, one of the first men there. He was going to buy at least 8 more by the time it was all said and done. No score here in the first quarter. It is now 2nd down and 15 for Hobart from the Mishawaka 49 after the loss of 5. Twin receivers left. Johnston from the shotgun looks left all the way, dumps it to the running back. Valley, it is caught, and Valley gets it up across the 40, where it's now going to be 3rd down and manageable. Just a little dump screen over there to the left, and it's going to be 3rd down.
2 tight ends and 2 flankers to the left. Twins to the left, and then the back out the backfield. When the 6 went deep and took that quarter coverage with them, then the flat was wide open, had to be chased by a linebacker. And
3rd down and 4 Hobart at the Mishawaka 43-yard line. 1 receiver out wide to the right, another man in motion in the backfield. It is Lipke, sets up on the wing, and the snap goes directly to a man I don't have on my depth chart. I'm going to have to find here real quick. He went to the left. He picked up 3. It's going to be 4th and a yard. Noah almost with the carry. Almost, who came into the night with 20 carries and 178 yards. It looks like it's going to be even closer. 4th and inches over there. They put it at the 34-yard line. They line up in a wildcat set, direct snap back to the running back, and Valley takes it and puts his head down. He crosses the 35-yard line and gets it up to the 32, where Hobart has another first down.
Talked to Keith Kinder before the game on film. They had seen eight different formations from the whole team, and we've seen probably 6 or 7 ourselves right now in the opening drive.
Hobart marching, first and 10 from the Mishawaka 30-yard line. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Again, stacked on top of each other. Ball splattered in the middle of the field. Johnson takes a snap, gives it to Valley. He goes left. Valley puts his head down and crosses the 30. T.J. Rux slowed him up before Valley finally stumbled up to the 29-yard line.
Phillip picked up 3, ran outside the zone to the left, and got a little free with it to try and spread Mishawaka defense out with 4 wide receivers.
And they do it again. And they will stack the receivers on top of each other. And when I say that, I mean there's a man at the line of scrimmage and another receiver standing up right behind him. They do it on both sides. Johnson from the shotgun. Quarterback drawn. He's going to be stuffed. Joe Willis shot through there and stopped him. He might have picked up. Nope, he's going to lose yards on that. Joe Willis got through there, and it's a definite loss back to the 31.
Yeah, loss of 2. Sean, the idea of stacking wide receivers is to deep press man for man. Mishawaka doesn't run press man for man. They will run man coverage. But the idea is that second guy doesn't have to fight off anybody.
It's now going to be 3rd down and 9. And it's going to be 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Johnson, the quarterback, is alone in the backfield. Takes a snap, looking left. He will fire it out there, and it's going to be broken up. Knocked down over there by Tyler Pearson. Again, the outside linebacker making just his second start, breaks it up over there on the left, and it'll be 4th and 9.
Yeah, as you said, they had 2 tight ends. They had 2 flankers to the right and 1 to the left. No back set. And they decided to throw to the one flanker side, and that allowed that outside linebacker to get underneath that hit.
And now it is 4th and 9 for Hobart at the Mishawaka 31 on the game's opening drive. They already used about 7.5 minutes of the clock. From the shotgun, Johnson, the quarterback, and timeout is taken by Keith Kinder. He got right in the official's ear on the far sideline, and a timeout is taken. 4.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 4th and 9 coming up for Hobart at the Mishawaka 31 right after this on WSBT.
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Oh, an entire short list of unicorns.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
Got a score from the Riley-Clay game, 13-0. Riley leads Clay in the second quarter, and the winner of this game plays the winner of that game. And if it is Mishawaka, they would host that game next week. Got to win this one first, and we were just underway. Opening drive for Hobart, 4 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the first quarter. Hobart's had the ball the entire drive, or the entire time so far. It is 4th and 9 from the Cavemen 31. Shotgun and 2 receivers stacked on top of one another. And a couple of tight ends. Johnson under pressure, fires to the right. It's going to be intercepted. Coming to the near side, toward the sideline. Cutting it up. It's still going. It's Grant Jablonski to the 30, the 20. Grant Jablonski all the way. Touchdown. Pick 6. Mishawaka.
79-yard interception return by Greg Jablonski. Jumped in front. They wanted to run a little stop route, and the ball just was a little late. And Jablonski Jablonski jumped the route, cut inside, had to make a few people miss. But once he got to about the 45-yard line, Sean, nobody was going to catch
the second pick six of the season for the Cavemen. Justin Koseski had one to end the first half against Adams in what seems like an eternity ago at this point.
Yeah.
But Grant Jablonski, quite a jump shot that he's got on the basketball court, and he jumps the route there and takes it back 79 yards for the Mishawaka touchdown. He came through some traffic to get there, too. I thought he was going to be tagged a couple times. Now Pat Snyder is on to try the extra point. As we wait, a little bit high. Jablonski kicks it through. Just got it through the left upright over there. 7-0. Mishawaka takes the lead after a 79-yard interception return for the senior cornerback, Grant Jablonski, who didn't play football the last 2 years. We'll take a timeout and then back with a kickoff on WSBT.
Beef Brady's 2 for $20. Now it's steak and even more options to love. Pick a starter to share, then choose 2 entrees like our new choice cut sirloin, all for $20. Beef Brady's 2 for $20. What'll you choose?
Choose beef 2 for $20 at Beef Brady's of Granger. Every Wednesday night at 7 is Team Trivia. If you're planning a party, Beef's private party room is seating for up to 50 people. Perfect for any event. Good food, good sports. See you at Beef. Beef Brady's at the corner of State Road 23 and Bittersweet in Granger.
Grant Jablonski with a 79-yard interception return for a touchdown to put Mishawaka on top of Hobart, 7-0 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first quarter, as Mishawaka wearing all white with the maroon numbers and the maroon stripe down the middle of the helmet. Gets set to kick off from our right to our left. Ryan Watts on to boot it, and he sends it to the far side of the field where it bounces out of bounds down around the 5, and it will be good field position for Hobart on their second drive of the game. This is the first time this has ever happened this year. Chris Harness, Sam Shively, none of them have touched the ball, and Mishawaka with a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, Hobart's going to get the ball back after a 12-play drive that resulted in no points for them and 7 for Mishawaka. And the good news is Mishawaka leads without touching the ball offensively. The bad news is they're back on their defense is going to be back on the field. Very little rest.
Yeah. And they looked like they were starting to settle in, though, even before that interception happened. But like you said, now they do have to get back out there on the field quickly. For Hobart, it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 35, 7-0. The Cavemen on top. Johnson from the shotgun. And he has a different back out there. No, it is actually Valley still, as Derek Dawson shoots a gap and makes the stop for a loss of about a half yard. Slow developing that time for the running back.
Ran the outside zone again, and good penetration. Linebackers played it downhill. Nice defense for Mishawaka.
It'll be 2nd and 11 for Hobart at its own 34, under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, with the Cavemen on top, 7-0. Split out to the right is Matthew Benton. 2 other receivers on the inside of the formation. Johnston back to throw, looking to his right, under some pressure, and he's going to be dropped for a sack. Joe Willis got in there and brought him down. 2 straight losses for Hobart. It's going to be 3rd and long.
7 yards on the sack. And this looks like, even though it's tired Mishawaka field right now, they look very tired. It plays maybe the momentum.
Got the juice going there for him. It is 3rd down and 17. That is the 2nd sack of the season for Joe Willis. Johnston wants to throw, looking to his right. 3 receivers over there. Throws it and is going to be short and caught. Tackled right away by C.J. Fisher is the Hobart receiver, and this time it is a 3 and out, and the Brickies send the punt unit on the field.
10-yard completion, but because of the two negative plays, still leads a 4th and 8.
I mean, they looked more hesitant even with their plays on those three than they did at any time before that interception in that first drive. 2 deep men for the Cavemen. It is Snyder and Fisher. Fisher standing in the middle of the field on the 35, now backed off a little bit, with Snyder standing out to the near hash. The punt is away, low on a line drive, a fair catch called for and made by Donovan Snyder. And the Mishawaka offense will have the ball for the first time in the first quarter with 2:02 remaining in the quarter, and Mishawaka leading 7-0. Well, we've already seen quite a bit. It looked like Hobart was going to march downfield and get something out of that first drive before the interception by Grant Jablonski took it all the way to the end zone. So now we are going to see the 6 offensive linemen. The 2 halfbacks still. Shively under center, motion by Donovan Snyder, and there is Harness up the gut. He will get a couple yards. Brody Robinette is the receiver at the top of the formation. They have 3 offensive linemen, not an extra tight end, but 3 offensive linemen on the right side of the formation, and just a guard and a tackle to the left with the 2 halfbacks, Shively, Harness in the backfield, and then Robinette, the split end up top.
Yeah, they took out a split end, added an offensive lineman, and as you said, because he is up on the line of scrimmage, the split end, he is ineligible. So in essence, he is a third pass.
On the near hash mark, second down, veer to the right. There goes Chris Harness across the 50, cuts outside. Chris Harness by a tackler, cuts back inside. Chris Harness across the 35, and he'll work it all the way up to the 32. It'll be a first down, Mishawaka, brought to you by Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage.
Well, these guys are testing my math skills.
They're not supposed to do that. I mean, come on. A nice gain, though, by Chris Harness.
32 yards pickup.
So 32 for Chris Harness, and the Cavemen had 9 plays of 30-plus yards last week in the victory over Penn. Motion out of the halfback spot. Harness goes veer left. The flag flies as he gets up to the 28-yard line. The flag on the line of scrimmage. So let's see what this is. And the official moves it back. It looks like it's going to go against the Cavemen.
Preliminary signal is holding against the Cavemen.
So that negates a short run by Harness. The clock stopped at 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Let's see where they move it back. It will end up back at the 42. First down, though, so not a huge deal with this offense, as long as you keep getting positive plays.
Penalty flag was thrown in by the line judge, and usually that means it's on the man on the end of the line of scrimmage.
In that extra line set, there are 3 linemen to the right, outside veer to the right by Harness. He'll cross the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pickup of about 3 is still going to be second long with 12 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Don't have to run a play.
It doesn't look like they will. The Cavemen pull away and stand up near the line of scrimmage. Sam Shively pats Chris Harness on the back of the helmet. It'll be second and 17 for Mishawaka when the second quarter begins at the 39 of Hobart. The Cavemen lead 7-0 thanks to a 79-yard pick six by Grant Jablonski. This is Mishawaka Cavemen football on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
One person may not be able to change the world, but you can change the world for one. I'm Mary Jo Martinek with the Food Bank of Northern Indiana. When you donate to the food bank, your neighbor's kids will go to bed with a full stomach. A senior can stock his pantry shelves, feeling secure for the first time in months. A mom won't agonize over what items she must take out of her grocery cart. Hunger is a story we can end. Find out how at feedindiana.org.
Mishawaka leads Hobart 7-0 for the second quarter. The Cavemen have the football, 2nd and 17 at the Hobart 39. Motion by Taylor to the left. A fake on the pitch there, and the toss on the pass play comes to Harness to the near side. Harness gets past the tackler, down the sideline, all the way, touchdown, Mishawaka. Just the second reception of the season for Chris Harness, and he turns it into a touchdown from 39 yards away.
Yeah, ran a little waggle pass, little counter pass. They faked the toss to the left, and then Shively rolled to the right. Harness came out of the backfield, and to be honest with you, the throw was a little bit behind him. I thought Harness was going to be caught, but he went down that sideline like a bunny with a tail on fire.
He did, and he got past the tackler too en route, and then got a nice little pick down there around the 10, which is perfectly legal. It's after this, but
we call that a block.
That's right. That's right. I don't even know if he had to make any contact, but you're right. 14-0 after the kick by Patton Snyder on the touchdown pass from Sam Shively to Chris Harness of 39 yards. 14-0. The Cavemen on top of Hobart. Back with more right after this on WSBT.
Rossini.
Rossini's.
Rossini's. Rossini's Pizza.
Just like the Cavemen, Rossini Pizza is a Mishawaka tradition, a tradition of excellence when it comes to carry-out pizza. Every Rossini's pizza is carefully made with the freshest ingredients. Their weekly specials include Monday's 18-inch one-topping pizza for just $12.99. Wednesdays feature a 14-inch pizza, garlic cheese bread, and a 2-liter for $17.49. And Saturday, get two 14-inch four-topping pizzas for just $23.99. Rossini Pizza. Carry out your proud to bring home. Lincoln Way East in Mishawaka, across from Bigger School.
14-0 Mishawaka on top of Hobart with 11 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the second quarter. On the first play of the second quarter, Chris Harness went 39 yards for a touchdown. I think it was the first play of the fourth quarter last week. He went 38 yards against 10 for a touchdown.
Mishawaka's had 4 offensive snaps. And that's got to break your heart. Down 14-0, and when you give up big plays like that, it's just very disheartening on your sideline.
Patton Snyder now to kick off. A pooch kick goes to the far side, caught at the 30-yard line, and the tackle is going to be made by Devin Jimenez after a return up to the 33. Jimenez, who did not play last week, he was out with an injury, and he sees the field here, making the special teams tackle.
So Hobart had an opening drive of 12 plays that wound up with a pick six, and then their second drive went 3 and out.
2 receivers are going to go out to the right, Lane Ondo and Zach Bodie. Man in the slot goes in motion. Johnson, the quarterback, hands it off to Valley. Valley trying to go right. He'll get about a yard. That's going to be it with T.J. Rux, another lineman, making
another
the tackle.
penalty flag out, John.
I don't think we saw one in about the first 14 or so plays, did we? And now we've seen a couple in about the last 4 or 5.
I think last week we saw 1 all week.
Yeah, that's right. Procedure is going to be called on Hobart, and that will back up the Brickies. We are in what is now known as the Brickyard, the home stadium of Hobart. This is a brick-making, brick-laying area, hence the name Brickies. Let's go. Bricky Bowl. You've been over here a time or 2 before. I had to set it up for you if you wanted it.
Yeah, thanks.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we won't even go into that.
Not great memories.
Now another procedure goes against Hobart.
I can honestly say, whether I want to admit it or not, that I never had a fun trip to the Brick Bowl.
For various reasons. I mean, not all about wins and losses, I don't think, was it?
Well, all of them were about losses.
Okay.
But, But yeah, it's just
Trips left, and Ryan Leto is the new quarterback, and a catch is made over here on the near side. And Grant Jablonski cutting the leads out from underneath the receiver, Matthew Benton. Right away, Benton had to go up to get it. That was Leto, the quarterback. 5'11", 175-pound senior. Riley Johnson was the starting quarterback, and we'll see if Leto stays out there. He does.
That was a long throw for an 8-yard out.
Now it is 2nd down and 12. Trips are out to the right. Leto from the shotgun now claps his hand, takes it, looking to the right. He will throw it out there, and the catch is made underneath, and still on his feet is the receiver. Got past the initial contact of C.J. Fisher. That doesn't happen very often, but D.J. Lipke able to take it up to the 42-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and manageable, just 3rd down and 3.
2 receivers ran off. The 3rd receiver came out into the flat. He was chased by a linebacker and couldn't get there. So a nice little scheme and well executed, leaves 3rd and 2.
This is going to be a wildcat formation. Sally is the back man, claps his hands, follows a line of blockers to the left, and cuts it up the middle where he has a 1st down. Derek Dawson brings him down for Mishawaka. Dawson came into the night with 63.5 tackles, had a couple of sacks last week in the win over Penn. So it is 1st down, and they mark it all the way with the nose of the football, grazing the 45 of Hobart. The Brickies with the ball, trailing Mishawaka 14-0, 9 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the 1st half.
3 receivers to the right and a timeout for Hobart.
Hobart calls time, and the purple-clad Brickies stay on the field as the coaching staff comes out to them. 9:31 to play in the 1st half. 14-0 Mishawaka. Back with more after this on WSBT.
Sonic's morning drink stop, with drinks starting at 99 cents before 10 a.m. can turn anyone into a morning person, even me. Good thing I have a 4-hour meeting starting soon. I should bring them all iced teas from Sonic. Now this guy's cutting me off and giving me the #1 sign. A great morning, sir. Up, but only one leg is open. This must be my lucky day.
Wake up with your favorite drink glass starting at only 99 cents. And try order ahead on the Sonic app to get your favorites faster. This is how you Sonic. That's not included in menu for details for a limited time only participating Sonic drive-ins.
Hobart calls timeout. Now faces 1st and 10 rather, at its own 45. Mishawaka leading 14-0 here in the 1st half. Leto, new quarterback from the shotgun, hands it up to Valley. Valley goes right, slices through some tacklers, and gets it into Mishawaka territory. He's brought down from behind by Tyler Pearson, but the Brickies pick up another 1st down up to the Caveman 44.
11-yard run on the outside zone to the right. And a 1st down, and this drive looks more like the 1st Hobart drive rather than the 2nd.
They went 3 and out on their 2nd drive. 12 plays. They moved into Caveman Terry their 1st drive, but a pick 6 by Grant Jablonski returned 79 yards, put Mishawaka on top 7-0. And Chris Harness with another touchdown after that. Throw to the left is going to be caught. Falling down immediately is Benton. That'll be short of a 1st down, up to the 37.
We've talked about this before, Sean. Mishawaka likes to play a cover 4 or a soft quarter defense. They are going to struggle with balls to the flat. They know it. They know that's the weakness of the defense. They feel they can rally and tackle in the flat. They just don't want to get the ball thrown over their heads.
2nd down and 3 for Hobart. The quarterback claps his hand, takes the snap, hands it to Valley. The running back takes it across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Joe Willis makes the stop, and it is going to be, let's see where the spot is. Man, really close. Inches, it looks like. They're going to measure. Willis came into the night with 32.5 tackles, 3 for loss, had a sack earlier tonight. We wait for the change to come from the far sideline.
We haven't had very many measurements this year.
We really haven't, when you think about it. Too many long Chris Harness runs, I guess.
Either that or we have Hawkeye officials.
That's right. Stretch out the chains. Looks like it's a little bit short. It is.
Yeah, it's it also helps playing on more turf fields on the road. That is.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's a little, your lines are a little shorter.
See all the hashes most
easier to make this trial.
Yeah. Third down and 1. It's going to be for Hobart at the Mishawaka 34. The Cavemen lead 14-0 with 8:13 play in the first quarter. It'll be a Wildcat formation. One running back with 3 more running backs, including a fullback back there with him. High snap and tackled behind the line of scrimmage, but leaning forward was Valley. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage by Tommy Fredling, but it looks like he's going to have enough for a first down now.
Left foot spot. Then they call him out. Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just about the exact same spot as before, but they do give it to him. First and 10, Hobart. Still, the scoreboard says at the Mishawaka 34. That's where it was last time. Now it's the first down.
Probably didn't want to wear out the chain crew.
That's right. Leto, the quarterback from the shotgun, takes it and rolls to the right, wants to throw over there. There's a flag down. It was caught on the far sideline by Benton.
Unbalanced line again, tight end to the right, and receivers, 2 receivers to the right. And both times they have come out in that formation, they have rolled and thrown it right.
Let's see what the call is going to be. The 3 officials getting together. Going to be holding on Mishawaka.
So in high school, it is a 10-yard penalty, unlike in college for the pros. So a 10-yard penalty will be a first down.
Defensive holding, and Hobart now will have it at the Mishawaka 24-yard line. The Cavemen up 14-0, 7 minutes, 28 seconds to play in the first half. The Mishawaka offense has been on the field just once tonight. The Cavemen lead 14-0. Leto from the shotgun with the ball on the right hash mark, claps his hands, takes the snap, and a flag comes down, and the whistle. We've seen some procedures already against Hobart here in the first half, and we're going to see another one now.
Yeah, a little movement up front. Was anxious.
Well, I think this is a situation here on 1st and 15 where that probably lets the Cavemen defense kind of pin its ears back a little bit to try to get after the quarterback.
Look out for screen or draw. Was effective the first time they threw it.
You said those flats and the screen do kind of end up being open against this defense. First down and 15 now. Leto with a running back to his left, hands it off to him, and he goes to his right, sets up field, still on his feet. DJ Lipke gets it all the way back inside the 20, and he's going to be down close to the 17-yard line.
This tackle, but a good run. They've got a nice little running game right now going. They'll pick up 10 yards.
So now it is 2nd and 5. They give it to Lipke again. He goes left, gets past the tackler again, and he's finally brought down. Off the bottom of the pile comes Nick Davis, and it looks like it's going to be 3rd and short again with the nose of the football nudging the 15. So it is 3rd and 1 for Hobart. The ball is between the hashes in the middle of the field. 14-0 Cavemen. 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Now line up in the Wildcat formation again with a big fullback behind the left guard and 2 more running backs off to the right. Direct snap. Goes to the running back, off to the right, and I don't think he's got the first down. He was drilled by Derek Dawson at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think the play was intended to go off tackle, and a nice job of stuffing the hole, running back, bounced it, one hole outside, and a nice job.
Yep, it is. 4th and 1 at the 15 now. Wildcat again, and this time he'll go to the left. And this time he has the first down, still on his feet inside the 5, where it's going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah, about a 13-yard pickup on 4th and 1 when you've got everybody all bunched up. Sometimes that when they get through that first level.
They have 7 different men up on the line of scrimmage and 4 in the backfield on what's really a jumbo Wildcat formation that they have back there. And timeout is taken by Hobart. Comes with 5:28 to play in the first half. Mishawaka leading 14-0, but it's 1st and goal Hobart at the 2-yard line after this on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
Dave here for Zolman's Tire and Auto Care, voted the best tire store 2 years in a row. Right now, bring Zolman's any competitor's tire quote on a set of tires, and they'll beat it by $25. Plus, they'll give you a free alignment check. And Zolman's sells Michelin tires. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. Zolman's Tire and Auto Care, trusted community service for over 40 years.
Play number 13 of the Hobart drive coming up, and 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. 5:28 to play in the first half. 14-0 Mishawaka leads, and again it will be Hobart in that jumbo Wildcat formation. Direct snap back to Valley, up the middle. Valley across the goal line. Touchdown Hobart.
Impressive drive. 13 plays, 67 yards for the touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown run by Valley, his 3rd touchdown run of the season. I mean, you talked about the different formations they run. That's the short yardage anyways, by far they're most effective when they get into that Wildcat set. Now the extra point coming.
A lot of success running Lipke all the way down the field and then jumping in the Wildcat with Valley.
So it's now 14-6, and Heiler rather. I don't have my glasses on now. Heiler with the extra point kick, and it is 14-7. Let's take a timeout with the Cavemen on top by a touchdown. 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
Do you have an upcoming event and are wondering to yourself, how am I going to feed everyone? Let Monterey Mexican Bar and Grill cater your event. Monterey can customize a menu to please everyone, or you can go online and select your favorites. Choose from taco bars, fajita bars, taco salad bars, and sides like fresh guacamole and homemade chips and salsa. For more information, go to MontereyMexican.com. And remember, a friend that steals your chips is not your friend. MontereyMexican.com.
Mishawaka sees Hobart score, and it's now a 14-7 lead for the Cavemen with 5:25 to play in the first half. A 13-play, 67-yard drive that took 6 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock. Along with Scott Bovenkirk, I'm Sean Stiers. We're live for a sectional football play here in Hobart, Indiana. It looks like Hobart, but as anyone around here knows, it's Hobart. That's right. A bunch formation for Hobart on their kickoff. They all approached the ball and then stopped and spread out across the field.
Mishawaka defended the huddle like they should.
Timeout is taken.
Who off? Think they all ran up so fast?
C.J. Fisher and Brad Taylor are the two deep men for the Cavemen. Mishawaka has had the ball just once in the first half so far. They've got their first touchdown on a 79-yard interception return by Grant Jablonski. And then after forcing Hobart into a 3-and-out, the second time Hobart had the ball, Sam Shively hit Chris Harness with a 39-yard touchdown pass. End-over-end kick taken on the far side by C.J. Fisher. Fisher on the far hash, running up the seam, and he will be dropped up at the 34-yard line.
Well, Hobart has run 29 plays to Mishawaka's 4 so far in a quarter and a half, but Mishawaka still holds the 14-7 lead.
The Cavemen will have the ball to start the second half. They get it back here with 5:16 to play in the first half with a 14-7 lead. So the offense for the Cavemen on the field for just the second time tonight. And they are going to stick with those 6 offensive linemen. 3 are set off to the right, and we have a flag fly at the snap of the football.
I think they're signaling, and they are, against Hobart. This will be a 5-yard penalty.
If you're wondering what that 6 offensive lineman looks like, right now they have the 3 set off to the left side. Ethan Sargent still the center, Ricky King and David Vandegrift the guards, Fargo and Reisky the 2 traditional tackles, and Wyatt Sellers is out on the right side. Now it looks like they actually have Sellers on the right with the other 3 on the left. In any case, Harness is in the backfield. It is 1st and 5 after the penalty on Hobart, and driving his legs forward and up for a first down at the 45-yard line is Chris Harness. First down brought to you by Kevin Putz, the First Midwest Mortgage.
Up to the line quickly. Necessarily mean they're going to snap the ball quickly. Defense you're going to be in.
It is 1st and 10, Cavemen from their own 44. There is 20 seconds now on the play clock to give us to Harness, the veer to the right. Harness drops his shoulder into a defender as he crosses midfield and pulls his way up to the Hobart 48-yard line.
8 yards on the outside veer, which has been a very successful play. It's even more successful with that extra blocker.
Cavemen come to the line of scrimmage quickly. The 3 offensive linemen are on the right side of the center this time. 2 to the left. 2 halfbacks still. Snyder and Taylor, Harness the fullback, and Brody Robinette is the split end, with the Cavemen coming out in that different offensive look tonight. The dive is to Harness. Harness across the 45 to the 44 of Hobart, where it's another. Kevin Putz, the First Midwest Mortgage, first down.
And this is exactly what the Cavemen offense needs. They'd like to have a long, sustained drive that results in a touchdown to give the defense a little chance to rest and at halftime with it.
They flip the 3 offensive linemen to the left this time. The dive is to Harness, who works his way up to the 40-yard line, and at the end of the play, a flag comes down. Into the middle of the field, so unless it's a face mask, I would guess it's going to be a hold, but we'll wait. It's a personal foul. And what was that? The behind his head.
That's targeting.
Targeting was called. Okay. I didn't see the fist. I thought he kind of tapped it with an open palm. So targeting was called. And I mean, I've seen some of the plays. I'm not going to say who the opponent was, but I've seen targeting that easily could have been called on defenses against Chris Harness this year. I'm surprised that guy is standing at times with some of the shots he takes.
Yeah, where he's low to the ground, he doesn't give you a big target.
There's Shively on the keeper, and he spins up on the inside to the 20-yard line, where it'll be second down. Go ahead.
There's targeting and there's targeting. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, a lot of times when that guy comes in, he leads with the helmet, and he's definitely driving the the helmet into the ball carrier, absolutely, and protect the ball carrier.
Heading for 3 to play in the first half. Mishawaka leading Hobart 14-7. It's 2nd and 4. The give is to Harness. Flags fly everywhere as Harness has first down yardage at the 10 if the play stands, but it is not. An illegal chip is called against the Cavemen.
Yeah, I think Harness got a little head start on that one, and so had a man in motion. So
can't do that.
Playing this side of the border.
Yeah, in Canada you can do it.
You can do that. Do that in arena.
That's right.
Can't do that here.
5-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 9. Cavemen at the Hobart 25. 2:55 to play in the first half as Sam Shively watches the play clock, comes under center, started and then stopped as Snyder went in motion from the left wing. Shively gets back under center, gives it to Harness, dive up the middle across the 20 and up close to the 17, where it'll be 3rd down.
Pick up 9 yards. Leaves them with 3rd and 1, obvious 4-down territory.
Well, if you're going to go for it on 4th and 1 from your own 34, like you considered it last week, then
that's why I said
all right.
Talking to Keith before the game with the wind, he said, I don't think we'll punt one this way at all. No matter where he was going to be at. They're going into the wind.
Extra offensive lineman to the right. Shively keeps it across the 15. First down brought to you by Kevin Putt, the First Midwest Mortgage.
Yeah, that's not an option, right? That's just get the ball, go down the line, find the spot.
Right in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Snyder started in motion and then stopped as Shively backs away from center. 22 on the play clock. As the skill players look to the sideline, the offensive linemen stay down in their stances. Hobart crowds the line of scrimmage. Keeper by Shively. To the left. Shively through a defender. Touchdown. Mishawaka from 14 yards away.
Yeah, fake the dive to Harness to the left. Shively kept the ball and went in off of left tackle and broke a couple tackles and then went the last 10 yards untouched.
It's funny that I said Hobart and corrected myself to Hobart because the PA announcer just called Shively. So I guess that's right. 20-7 with the extra point coming. Patton Snyder is on, boots it through, and the Cavemen go back on top. 21-7 with 1:28 left in the first half. We'll have a kickoff right after this on WSBT.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? When you work with Pablo Rodriguez, your Granger Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Pablo Rodriguez today. Edward Jones. Member SIPC.
8-play, 66-yard touchdown drive for the Mishawaka Cavemen. Sam Shively with a 14-yard touchdown run on the keeper. Not quite as exciting as 52 or 57 like last week, but into the end zone nonetheless with 1:28 to play in the first half. The Cavemen get the ball to start the second half. Matthew Benton is the deep man for Hobart. Bobby Babcock on the far side of the field, and one of the up men takes it, and he will cross the 35, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets it all the way up to the 44-yard line. So last time the kickoff went out of bounds, Hobart started at its own 35. This time they kick it short. They'll start at their own 44 with 1:22 left in the half.
Yeah, they're not getting what they want out of that pop-up kick. They'd like to be able to get it a little bit higher so they can get down and cover it without a return.
So let's see. It will still be Leto, the quarterback. Johnston was the quarterback at the start of the game. They pulled him.
They need somebody on the line. He just moved up. Okay.
To the left, one to the right. Leto takes the snap, looking to the left all the way. Throws it over there. It is deflected and broken up. That popped up into the air, and Hobart was lucky that was not another interception. Kevin Jimenez over there defensively.
Yeah, thrown a little bit high and off the hands of the receiver, the third receiver inside, off his hands, straight up in the air.
Stops for 1:16 to play in the first half. It'll be 2nd and 10. Hobart actually put the ball on the 45-yard line. It'll be tripped to the right. Leto is the quarterback. Valley, who scored a Hobart touchdown, is the running back. Leto looks to the right, fires it over there. It is caught into caveman territory and up for a first down. T.J. Ruck, the defensive lineman, got downfield to make the tackle after Lane Hondo made the catch.
Yeah, it's a first down.
Yeah, it took him a while to call it a first down.
Yeah, started on the big line, ended on the big line. It's a first down.
To play in the half. Leto from the shotgun. Trips again are to the right. Leto looking in that direction. Fires, and it is broken up. Nearly picked off. Sam Shively, the quarterback, is back there playing safety.
And Sam was sitting on it. He saw the route the whole way, broke on it, and actually I think the receiver got a finger on it to break up the interception. The throw was behind the receiver. Got a nice break.
It is going to be 2nd and 10, Hobart from the 45. Leto looking deep and to the left. Grant Jablonski, good position, breaks it up. He nearly had his second interception of the night. Had great position inside the receiver, deep inside the 20.
Yeah, that's a nice play by the receiver, who once he realized the ball was thrown to the inside, he became the defender and knocked the ball away from Jablonski. Otherwise, that is his second interception of the night.
Sam Shively, you can see him with his black sleeves, is still out there playing safety for the Cavemen. It's now 3rd and 10 with 49.3 seconds to play in the first half. Leto from the shotgun, looks left, now back to the right. He'll pitch it, and it's going to be intercepted. Yep. C.J. Fisher makes the interception. C.J. had one last week as well. Fisher didn't have an interception before last week. Now he has 2 in as many weeks against 10. And here in the sectional, it comes with 44.4 seconds left in the half.
You talked about it before, where Mishawaka plays a 4-2-5 defense. The 5th defender in that secondary is that rover, and C.J. Fisher just lined up as a safety. They played cover 3 out of it, and he just broke on the ball that was thrown to the flat. That's the case where the Hobart quarterback did not read.
Now remember, Mishawaka gets the ball to start the second half. They have it right here. 1st and 10 at their own 37, and Keith Kinder's going to call a timeout. Now they've got the offense on the field. We'll take a timeout real quick and get back to talk about it on WSBT.
On 1-1.
Officer, I'd like to file a report. I witnessed a robbery.
Robbery.
Yes, at Sonic. I saw a man steal a quarter-pound double cheeseburger and tots for only $2.99. He was about 6'1", brown hair, blue shirt, big smile.
Wait, so he did actually pay just $2.99? I better check this out. Boys, I'm going on lunch.
It's a steal, all right. The Car Hop Classic, a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or Slinger Plus tots for only $2.99. This is how you Sonic. Text on including menu for details for a limited time only participating Sonic drive-ins.
Well, it looked like Mishawaka was going to try to make something happen with 44 seconds left. Now they're in victory formation. here, leading by touchdowns with 44 seconds left in the first half. Harnesses the deep end. Shively takes the snap and takes a knee. And Mishawaka is going to be content, it looks like, just to go to the locker room with a 14-point lead because, again, they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and unless Hobart calls timeout, they don't have to run another play.
Doesn't look like they're going to. Each team has one timeout, and they will go to the locker room with Mishawaka leading Hobart 21-7. Grant Jablonski with a 79-yard interception return to start the scoring tonight. Sam Shively hit Chris Harness with a 39-yard touchdown pass, and then Harness with a 14-yard touchdown run. 21-7, Mishawaka on top here at halftime. Mishawaka Athletic Director Dean Hubbard has an interview with the strength and conditioning coordinator, Michael Sershin, at halftime as we begin our halftime show presented by the Mishawaka Education Foundation. Matt Embry will have scores from other sectional games tonight as well. 21-7 here at halftime. Mishawaka leading Hobart on 96.1. WSCT, the sports leader.
Most people look elsewhere to find leaders. Not us. We see them everywhere. Every neighborhood, every town around. The most promising young men and women in this nation's history. Yours. We're the faculty and staff of Mishawaka Schools, and we're growing leaders in a culture of excellence with project-based learning, award-winning arts, sciences, small class size, and preparing students for a global economy. That's the Mishawaka way. Growing leaders in a culture of excellence. You can't pick everything in life, but you can pick faculty and staff who see greatness in every child. The Mishawaka way. Be great. Pick Mishawaka Schools. Enroll today. Visit pickmishawakaschools.com. pickmishawakaschools.com.
Hi, this is Doug Leckleitner. For nearly 4 decades, Leckleitner Door Sales and Service has been trusted for quality installation and repair of residential, commercial, garage, and overhead doors. At Leckleitner Door, we have no sales gimmicks, just honesty and integrity by a family-owned business that my dad started in 1979. The Leckleitner name stands for quality products and workmanship, and we strive to satisfy each customer with every door we install or repair. Leckleitner Door, we open all the right doors. Call 295-6311.
Hi, football fans. This is Rick Shutt with Thor Industries. We love this time of year because team pride is on full display in Mishawaka and beyond. That team culture from Friday night sidelines extends to our Thor Industries team. With great job opportunities in many different sectors of manufacturing, our team is a place where you can build your future right here in Elkhart. With 16 Thor companies in northern Indiana, we have a spot on the roster for you. Help us inspire the next generation of adventurers. Get started today at ThorIndustries.com.
This is the Mishawaka Cavemen Halftime Show, presented by the Mishawaka Education Foundation on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
Hi, this is Dean Hubbard, Director of Athletics, and this is the Mishawaka Education Halftime Report. The Mishawaka Education Foundation really wants us to promote things going on at the high school, and we have with us this week Michael Surgeon, our Strength and Conditioning Coordinator. You must be so fired up with the new Iron Strength and Conditioning Center.
Oh, extremely excited. I'm very excited, but I'm really excited for our athletes and coaches. Tremendous facility.
And talk about how that room is being used. A lot of people will think, okay, our football players are getting in there, but this is a room for all athletes, and during the day, your assistant, J.D. Chase, and you are working with kids from morning before school till after school.
Yes, we have. We start at 6:50. We do a 0 hour. We have classes throughout the day, and then we have an after-school program that runs from 3:30 to about 6:30, and it's just not football. It's all 19 teams at Mishawaka. We want 100%. Every athlete of Mishawaka, we want them training in that room.
I know Mr. Caldroni and Dr. Spiker and myself, when we talked to you, went through the interview process, we were talking about all 19 sports, and not just the guys, but the girls, and getting everybody in there. How have the coaches adapted to that and really embraced that philosophy?
Oh, they've been unbelievable because it's all about making our athletes better, making them healthier, making them stronger, and making them more confident. That's the biggest thing about the Strength and Conditioning Center. They're going to get stronger, they're going to get faster, but they're going to be more confident. And if we can make a healthier athlete more confident out on their playing field, it's going to be tremendous.
And I love that message that you guys are bringing in that room, because it's not just going in and pounding weight. You're trying to make people more physically fit, and also think after high school. Try to think mentally and physically how physical fitness will help them.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we want them to be healthy human beings, and we want to teach them, here are some great tools you can use so you can be a healthy human being, later on in life. We want them to be healthy at 40, 45 years old, and we want to train them properly and teach them proper techniques at an early age.
And some of the advice that you might give to some of our listeners, if there's a student who maybe they're not playing a sport right now, or maybe even an adult that wants to get back into physical fitness, where is the starting point? And obviously you want to work with your doctor and make sure that you're doing the right things there, but if somebody wants to start, it probably starts with getting moving.
Yes, I mean, the biggest thing is being active, and instead of taking the elevator, take the steps, and just trying to get more steps in. I mean, my wife has one of the Fitbits she wears, very cheap, and you see how many steps you take a day, and that's just always the goal, is to keep pushing yourself, but just a little bit more. And the biggest thing is being consistent about it. And it's just like I tell our coaches, I tell our athletes, it's 2 days a week. We want to train at least 2 days a week, every week.
And those are kids that are in the off season, just trying to get them moving and working with you guys for strength.
Exactly. That's everybody.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about your background. When people hear me say that, yeah, he was the strength and conditioning coordinator for the University of Tennessee football program, it's one of those, wait, what? And you've had some experiences. Tell us about the colleges where you've been a strength and conditioning coach, and some of the athletes maybe that you've worked with.
I started my career out at West Virginia University. I was a graduate assistant. Once I finished up there, I went to the United States Military Academy for a year as an assistant strength coach. From there, I went to Eastern Michigan University. I was there as an assistant for 4 years. Then I was the head strength and conditioning coach for 3 years. I left Eastern and went to University of Cincinnati for 3 years as the associate director. Then I went to University of Tennessee. I was there for 5 years total. Went in as the associate director of strength and conditioning. Then I was the interim director of strength and conditioning for a year. And now I'm here.
Quite a resume. Michael Surgeon's with us. He's the strength and conditioning coordinator at Mishawaka High School. And I know when you talked to us about coming back, your wife graduating from a local high school and your young daughter being here, it's all about family for you.
It's all about family. And when this opportunity came up, my wife's from here, and her parents are here, her grandparents are here, more family, and it gives my daughter the opportunity to grow up with family, and that's the foundation of my life, our life, and that's the one thing I preach to our kids. It's all about family. It's all about taking care of the person next to you. And when we step into the Strength and Conditioning Center, it's about family.
We have a huge open house coming up. It's going to be a week from Saturday on October 27th. We encourage the public to come out, the community, to see our new Iron Strength and Conditioning Center. Parents, students, if you haven't been in the room, you guys are going to be there from 10 o'clock to 2 on Saturday, October 27th.
Yes, and we're excited about it. It's about the showing off the room, but talking to the athletes, talking to the parents about what we do, how we're going to make your sons and daughter healthier, better athletes.
And we couldn't be more proud of the room and very grateful for Tom Irons, who donated the money for the Strength and Conditioning Center. Very humble, and you've been around him a number of times, but a very humble and generous gentleman, a 1969 graduate of Mishawaka High School.
He's a tremendous human being. When you sit there and talk to him, he's tremendous, and just his passion for the school is just unbelievable. And just to give back and this help the future of Mishawaka has just been, it's been tremendous.
All right, we appreciate it, Michael. That's Michael Surgeon, our Strength and Conditioning Coordinator at Mishawaka High School. I'm Dean Huppert, and you've been listening to the Mishawaka Education Foundation Halftime Report.
We can't pick everything in life, right? Parents, where we grow up, or things like the weather. But leadership? That's a choice. We're the faculty and staff of Mishawaka schools, and we see tomorrow's leaders in every neighborhood, every town around. We're growing leaders in a culture of excellence with project-based learning, award-winning arts, sciences, a focus on safety, small class size, and preparing students for the global economy. Growing leaders in a culture of excellence. That's the Mishawaka way. You can't pick everything in life, but you can pick a culture of excellence. The Mishawaka way. Be great. Pick Mishawaka Schools. Enroll today. Visit pickmishawakaschools.com. pickmishawakaschools.com.
Midland Engineering Company has been completing quality commercial roofing jobs nationwide from right here in Michiana for nearly 100 years. But did you know Midland also boasts the area's only standalone service department in the commercial roofing business? Midland knows the negative effects a leaking roof can have on your business, so their team is ready to help Michiana's small business owners keep working. Why take a chance with your business? Trust the professionals at Midland Engineering Company, proud to be Michiana born and raised.
Hey, sports fans, football's back, and so am I. This is Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage. If you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance an existing one, give me a call at 287-1152. Here at First Midwest Mortgage, we offer a wide range of mortgage loans, including conventional and our government FHA and VA loans down to a 580 credit score. Call me today, Kevin Putz, your local and trusted mortgage professional. Let me put my 20 years of mortgage experience to work for you. Call me today, 287-1152.
NMLS number 127733.
Mishawaka Cavemen Football is brought to you by Midland Engineering Company on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
And Matt Embry in the WSBT studios. We've reached the halftime break from the Brickyard, and it is Mishawaka in control thanks to a Grant Jablonski 79-yard interception return for touchdown, plus a touchdown catch by Chris Harness and a run by Sam Shively. Hobart is countered with a Sal Valley touchdown run. However, though, at the intermission, it is the Cavemen with a 21-7 lead on the Bricks. We'll send it back to the Indiana Hall of Fame coach, Scott Bovenkirk, and the voice of the Cavemen, John Stiers, here shortly with first half stats and analysis. Elsewhere in action, as we are in night number 1 of the IHSCA State Football Tournament presented by the Indianapolis Colts. In Sectional 10, Class 5A, second quarter, Elkhart Central leads Fort Wayne Northside 17-6. New Prairie was down 7-0 early, but has scored 28 unanswered against South Bend Washington to lead at the half, 28-7. South Bend St. Joe, after one quarter, leads Kankakee Valley 14-0. At last check in the second quarter, South Bend Riley at Jackson Field leads South Bend Clay 13-0. Of course, this game is significant because this would be the next opponent if Mishawaka were to hang on and win tonight. Also in Class 4A, Sectional 19, Northwood in the third has just scored again. They lead Plymouth 26-7. East Noble and DeKalb are 21-14. East Noble leading at the intermission. Northridge ahead of Wawasee 14-6 at the half. And late second quarter, Angola leads Culver Academy by count of 10-7. Other games of note in Class 3A, Maconaquah leads John Glenn 21-13 at the half. Jimtown ahead of Knox in a closely fought game, 7-6 at the half. Marion in complete control against Fairfield, just underway in the second half. They now lead Fairfield 42-0. And a couple notable games in Class 2A, Bremen leads Woodland 28-7 at the half. And in the third quarter, LaVille trails North Judson in 1A by a count of 13-0. Mishawaka 21-7 over Hobart at the halftime break. After this 2-minute timeout, we send it back to the Brickyard for first half stats analysis from Sean Stiers and Scott Bovenkirk. This is Mishawaka Cavemen Football postseason edition, powered by Midland Engineering on WSBT South Bend.
One of the best things about sports is that unexpected surprise performance, that big play from a rookie or free agent. And that's what's great about Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. You know about our wings, but the surprise is all of our Etc. Sandwiches, wraps, quesadillas, salads, subs, seafood, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily specials. Sure, you love our award-winning wings, but don't forget our Etc. And now, when you can't eat, drink, and watch here, order online for pickup at to-go.wingsetc.com. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times.
Welcome fall with one of the biggest treats of the heating season. Legacy Heating and Air, the only Daikin comfort pro in the region, is offering a 96% high-efficient Daikin heating system for as low as $55 a month for qualified buyers with as little as $500 down. Act now and capitalize on up to $2,000 of instant rebates and local utility incentives. That's Daikin Air Intelligence. Let the Daikin comfort pros at Legacy Heating and Air keep you and your pocketbook nice and warm this winter.
Legacy Heating and Air, the home of the on-time guarantee. A Cook family business.
Kurt Outdoor Living wants to help you transform your yard into a dream come true. Kurt can deliver bulk hardwood mulch in a variety of colors and textures safe for plants and animals. Dreaming of a new outdoor kitchen? The professionals at Kurt Outdoor Living can help you from planning to purchase to install. Visit their outdoor showroom to see the wide variety of patio pavers, retaining walls, fire features, grills, outdoor kitchen appliances, arbors, and awnings. 2129 West Wilden Avenue in Goshen. KurtOutdoorLiving.com.
Beyond the Cave is a special partnership between Mishawaka Education Foundation and School City of Mishawaka to help School City students explore and plan for career education options following high school. In the Beyond the Cave Center, trained volunteers assist students and their parents to explore careers in post-secondary education and to succeed in applying for admission and scholarships. Contact the Mishawaka High School Guidance Department to schedule an appointment for you and your School City students today. Learn more at scmef.me.
Scott Bovenkirk, I'm Sean Stiers, back live in Hobart at the Brickyard with Mishawaka leading the Brickies by a score of 21-7. Boy, I mean, it was looking, Coach, like Hobart was going to drive down and really make something happen on their first drive. 12 plays. They got into Mishawaka territory, but then Grant Jablonski jumped the pass, returned it 79 yards for a touchdown. So even though the offense hadn't been on the field, the Cavemen take the lead, and then Hobart comes out 3 and out on their next drive, and then Sam Shively connects with Chris Harness on a 39-yard touchdown pass, of all things. They do a little misdirection and hit him with a little pass. He goes 39 yards for a touchdown. They had only had the ball, what, 4 plays? 4 plays. And they led 14-0.
Yeah. And the good news is, the defense just had a flubble at halftime.
That's right.
They got a chance, and they should get a little longer blow because they're going to receive the second. Got to be aware right now of the onside.
I think so too.
Strict is one and done.
Right.
Losing your. Putting your gear away for a year. So you got to watch the opening kickoff, and then the Mishawaka offense has to do what the Mishawaka offense does: take time off the clock, keep off the field, and I mean it's relatively. I think drive. They've moved the ball well, and only one resulted in a 40.
Burt has 81 passing yards. Mishawaka's 39. That pass play to Harness was the only first half for the Cavemen. The Cavemen have rushed 12 times for 93 yards, averaging 7.7 per carry. Hobart with 7 run for 61 yards, and of course, play a 2-yard touchdown run. Their lone, but Mishawaka answered that 13-play, 67-yard drive with a touchdown of their own on a 14-yard keeper by Sam Shively. 21-7. Mishawaka leads. Will pause for 30 seconds and then back with second half kickoff right after this on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
Hi, sports fans. This is Mary Ann Herendine from Hearth and Home. We have been helping people stay warm since 1977. Vermont Castings, Heat and Glow, Heatilator, and Quadrifier are the best brands of stoves, fireplace, and inserts. They have stood the test of time, and they have kept up with them. Stop in soon and let Hearth and Home keep you cozy with a Vermont Castings, Heat and Glow, Heatilator, or Quadrifier product. Visit us on the web at hearthandhome-sb.com or call 574-272-3030.
(21-7). Mishawaka leads Hobart. I thought we'd be seeing a kickoff about right now, but Hobart players doing jumping. Get ready to go. Hobart, if you're joining us late, dressed down in all purple uniforms. They have purple numbers with yellow trim and gold helmet. Mishawaka dressed down in their road white uniforms. I tell you what, I didn't ask you, Kinder, about this, Coach, but I would have to think that when you play 4 of your first 5 games on the road, come out of that with your lone loss of the season, the Chicago Mirrors, team ranked, by the way, 3rd in the state of Illinois in Class 8A right now. Which is a large position. Yeah, that's right. It's the only team that beats them is Brother Wright, which is ranked 2nd in Illinois in 7A. But when you do that, for your first 5 on the road, I would think that at this point in the season, that's got to serve you pretty well.
Yeah, they're really tested, and playing in a hot environment last week as well.
And I mean, really, I think and I asked you, Kinder, about that. You got to worry about the after effects of 10, of just the emotion of winning a game like that, everything. And like he said, that's all anyone wanted to talk about all week.
Yeah, and he was very impressed with the way his team responded. He rolled touchdowns and kicked one.
You said anticipating the onside kick, and Mishawaka, what looks like their hands team is up there cutting the field, and here comes the onside kick, and it's going to be recovered by Hobart. It bounced right by Donovan Snyder. Hobart recovers, and they'll be in Mishawaka territory.
Yeah, Mishawaka was ready for the onside kick. They just didn't handle it. It didn't fool anybody. It just went off. Now there's a question right now. He hit Hobart. Originally touched.
Ooh, that's what's happening. Sorry. So it was touched by a Hobart player before it went 10 yards, and Mishawaka's going to have the ball at the Hobart 49. So a huge reversal there.
Yeah, the break. Mishawaka, and as you can probably...
well, that's why we had to cut that for a second.
The Hobart faithful.
We don't have a 7-second delay, so we had to create one.
We don't have the button, Gus.
Exactly right.
But they didn't agree with the officiating.
Mishawaka has it. After it was recovered by Hobart, the official said that someone from Hobart touched it before it went 10 yards. So 1st and 10 Mishawaka at the Hobart 49, and a flag comes down at the snap of the football. And it is going to be a false start on Mishawaka.
You know, and I'm not saying this doesn't happen. I'm not criticizing officials. Jared always got on me. I'm not criticizing officials. What I'm saying, Sean, is we could go weeks without seeing Mishawaka get penalized.
Yeah.
And I think that was their forcibly already tonight.
It is now 1st and 15, and the dot goes to Harness to the right and got past the initial contact and just a couple men to beat. He gets up to the 45-yard line. One more guy to get by, and I think he's still running.
Yep, I think you're right. And again, you know, I'm not saying that they're not hoping, or they're not, but blatant.
Mishawaka stays with the extra offensive lineman, and one split end. A fake by Shively, fires over the middle, deep, some contact, and pass interference going to be called.
Yeah, that's an easy call. I don't think it was a well-thrown ball. Hobart did a nice job of covering, but the wide receiver was definitely bumped. And it'll be a 15-yard penalty.
So it's brought to you by Kevin Putt of First Midwest Mortgage. And the Brickies fans are getting a little upset with a couple calls going against them here at the start of the second half, and the Cape End leading 21-7. You might have to cut that crowd, Michael.
Yeah, that's right. I'll keep my finger on it.
That's right. First and 10 at the 30 for Mishawaka. Now, I was just starting to say they've got the extra offensive linemen out there still. 3 offensive linemen to the right, and it's not Ryan Watt, the tight end. It's an extra tackle they've got on the field. 2 offensive linemen to the left of center, Ethan Sargent. Harness down in the 3-point stance in the backfield. Brody Robinette is a split in the dive to Harness. Pass through contact. Harness still on his feet. Across the 10. Harness down to the goal line. Touchdown, Mishawaka from 30 yards away.
Yeah, just straight up the middle. The veer to the right, inside veer, and a couple of passes. And
easy pickings.
Yeah, 30 yards.
So the extra point coming for Pat Snyder. As Chris Harness goes 30 yards, he had a 39-yard touchdown catch earlier. And remember, Harness has 3 consecutive 200-plus yard games, 1,783 yards on the ground coming into this game, 3,444 in his career coming into this game. Waits to C.J. Fisher, takes the snap, puts the placement down, and the kick is good. Chris Harness with his second touchdown of the night makes it Mishawaka 28 and Hobart 7. 11 minutes and 11 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Back with a kickoff right after this on WSBT.
Midland Engineering Company is proud to partner with Mishawaka Schools to bring you caveman football. We believe in the Mishawaka way and are honored to work on upgrading their facilities, including historic Mishawaka High School. At Midland, we take pride in being part of our community, whether it's our annual Fallen Heroes Community Service Award with the South Bend Cubs or working with other local charities and nonprofit organizations. Midland and its employees are committed to enhancing the quality of life in Michiana. Midland Engineering Company, a community partner for nearly 100 years. Visit midlandengineering.com.
Mishawaka gets a break after Hobart had recovered an onside kick to start the second half. An official said that someone from Hobart touched the ball before it went 10 yards, so Mishawaka got the ball at the Hobart 49 and then didn't take ball. The 30-yard touchdown run by Chris Harness makes it 28-7 Cavemen. Kickoff by Watt. Benton takes it down at the 6-yard line. Benton cutting into the middle of the field in a wide-open lane. Benton across the 40, angling toward the near side. Being chased down. A flag flies as Benton is pushed out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
I think this flag is simply going to be a sideline warning against the Brickies bench. I don't think there's going to be any yardage involved. Let's wait and see. The reaction for
they're not looking very happy, are they?
Yes.
No, it looks like it is a sideline warning. So it's going to be first down, Hobart. Let's see where they mark him. I don't see the football.
37-yard line.
28-7 Mishawaka, and that was a huge lane that he came running through as well. But a good job. Tommy Frayling was the first guy to get to him. Frayling didn't end up making the tackle, but he held him up long enough to let a couple other cavemen come over there and make the stop as they pushed him out of bounds.
The scoring drive was basically 2 plays and 49 yards.
Because one was a pass interference.
Right.
High snap, and the handoff goes to Lipke to the left, and he will cross the 35 before he is brought down by Tyler Pearson.
The kick return over 8 yards. That's enough. There's the field right now. She'll play it back.
Down and 7 from the Mishawaka 34 for Hobart. The Cavemen lead 28-7. 10.5 to play in the third quarter. Leto is the quarterback. He replaced the starter Johnson. Don't know if Johnson was injured or was simply cold. It was Johnson who threw the pick six early to Grant Jablonski. Timeout is taken by Hobart. 10:18 to play in the third quarter. Mishawaka leads 28-7 in this 4A sectional opener here in Hobart, Indiana. This is Cavemen Football on WSB.
Welcome to Beef Brady's.
And I'll have shrimp with my sirloin. I want sirloin with my shrimp.
Got it. Surf and turf and turf and surf.
Beef's new Surf and Turf Fridays. Choice cut sirloin plus grilled or fried shrimp, just $12.99.
Head to Beef O'Brady's of Granger for Surf and Turf every Friday. Good food, good sports. See you at Beef. For your tailgating and fall parties, order carryout and let Beef do the cooking. Beef O'Brady's at the corner of State Road 23 and Bittersweet in Granger.
Second down and 7 for Hobart from the Mishawaka 34. Play fake. Leto under pressure, fires to the left, deep downfield. It is going to be broken up. Grant Jablonski knocks it away from the intended receiver. And, we've got that crowd mic on now. And the Bricky fans sound like they want every call out there.
That was great defense.
It was a really good one.
Jablonski was right there. Made a nice break on the ball and had it very well covered.
So it's going to be third down and 7 for the Brickies from the Mishawaka 34 with the Cavemen leading 28-7, 10-11 to play in the third quarter. Leto will work from the shotgun, trips out to the left. The running back is Valley, sent up to the right of the quarterback. Leto takes the snap, looks to the left, gets some pressure, throws it out there, and it's going to be knocked away. Jay Fisher fell down. A flag comes down as Grant Jablonski tried to make the play. Let's see what this is going to be.
The secondary is excited to get the offense.
And that flag down really late. I am interested to see what it is. Kinder,
and I'm turning this mic right now for this.
Don't blame you. Still waiting to see what the call is going to be. His pass interference against Hobart. Glad you turned that down because I don't want to hear what they're saying right now.
Yeah, hasn't been a very popular series.
That's okay. So it's going to be fourth down and 7. Mishawaka declined the penalty, the offensive pass interference. 4th and 7 for Hobart at the Mishawaka 34 with 10:05 to play in the third. Trips out to the left. Leto from the shotgun, the running back to his left. Leto takes the snap, under some pressure, flushed out of the pocket, rolls to the left, fires the pass. It's going to be incomplete, and Mishawaka takes over on down.
Receiver had a foot already out on the white stripe, which made him still able to catch. He did make the catch. It was a little bit farther than the first down, but because he was put out of bounds, the pass was ruled incomplete, and Mishawaka takes over.
So after the long kickoff return of how many was it, 57 or 58? 58 yards, Hobart goes 3 and out on its first drive of the second half. The Cavemen leading 28-7. They take over at their own 34. Motion and the give is to Harness, who slipped as he gets a couple of positive yards on the outside near left. Second down, Cavemen. Harness picks up 3, and Mishawaka is going to stick with that extra offensive lineman. Colin Fee is the receiver on the field now with the lineman to the left and Fee standing up to the left of the outside tackle.
Yeah, they have their split end standing up outside the exit, so they've got about 4 guys for this now.
Motion and the keeper by Shively goes left. Cuts inside. Shively still on his feet. Through contact, he gets all the way up to the 47 where it's a first down from Kevin Putz, the First Midwest Mortgage, and some extra pushing and shoving as Shively was tackled. He kind of got up and shoved a guy in purple off him after he picks up the first down.
Just about a 10-yard run. The last thing right now be thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
They're going to miss next week as well.
Very good point. I think you've got to be able to keep your cool out there.
It's got a 28-7 lead.
Lineman will be to the right now with the ball on the left hash mark. Colin Fee, the split in, standing out there. Outside Beer to the right. Chris Harness pulls his way across the 50 and up to the 49 of Hobart.
5-yard gain on first down. This is what they want to be as hard as 100-yard mark for the night.
Colin Fee, the split end, is out to the right, stands about 5 yards away from the tackle this time, as the lineman cut to their three-point stance and then came back up. As Snively waits, the play clock under 10. Harness down in the three-point stance in the backfield. Harness takes it on the outside veer to the right, up to the 45 of Hobart. Actually, they'll mark him at the 46, where it'll be third down. Well, 3 for Harness, and he is over the 100-yard mark, but again, don't forget, he also had that 39-yard touchdown catch in the first quarter.
We're excited about that. The 100-yard rush.
He had one reception for 17 yards coming into the night. He scored on a 39-yard touchdown grab in the first. Third down, outside veer, left end. Harness gets hit hard in the chest as he comes down, but he gets it up to the 42, where it's another Kevin Putz, the First Midwest Mortgage first down.
The defense has to commit. So they're going to just one way or another. Mishawaka loves to run in a gap. So what you've done is you've taken a guy and either moved him head up on the center, that used to be, them to run out another tackle. Don't run outside of them.
To Harness across the 40 and up to the 38-yard line on first down. As the clock continues to run, there's 7 to play in the third quarter. Mishawaka leads 28-7. Pick up 3 yards for Chris Harness. Makes it 2nd and 7. Actually close to 4 yards. Yeah.
I had already written something.
Your eye is probably better anyway. Yeah. So. Motion by Donovan Snyder. Toss play goes to the right side. A lot of running room for Donovan Snyder across the 30. Now cuts back and spins off the sideline. Hit hard, but he gets all the way up close to the 17-yard line. We're at the Kevin Putz, the First Midwest Mortgage first down.
From the 38 to about the 18, 17, but 20 yards pickup.
Donovan Snyder, who came into the night with 322 rushing yards, up at first carry. 322 rushing yards, 128 receiving yards, and a touchdown, and a pass, rather, also earlier this season on that fourth down play to Brody Robinette. First down and 10. They mark it at the 17-yard line. It goes to Harness, churning his way inside the 10-yard line. They'll spot him right on the 10.
I know it was the first and the ball here other than Shively and Harness tonight. It was. Yep.
Pick up 8 yards. Makes it 2nd down and 2 at the 10. 18 on the play clock as they let it wind, leading 28-7 with 5:18 to play here in the third quarter. Shively down on the stance, or Harness rather, driving his way forward inside the 5, and he'll pick up another Kevin Putz, the First Midwest Mortgage first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
About 7 yards pickup and another first down, as you pointed out, and now it's 1st and goal. And this is the methodical drive that we were hoping. We'd love for it to result in a touchdown, but also in the process.
They spot him at the 4-yard line. Takes as much time as possible. Shively comes up under center with the black sleeves on, gives it to Harness. Harness is hit hard at the 1-yard line where it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he's paying for every yard that he's getting tonight. The Brickies.
Well, I thought his lean got him to the, yes, it is. It's at the 1. Scoreboard said the 2, but it is at the 1. 18 on the play clock. Shively comes up under center, stands to wait. Goes Chris Harness, he's going to take a little more time. Shively keeps it himself, goes to the right, drives to the end zone. Touchdown, Mishawaka.
Not much of a fake, almost a follow play where Shively took the snap and just more or less shuffled down the line to his right and found a little gap in the guard tackle gap and snuck on in.
Shively's 2nd touchdown run of the night. The first one came from 14 yards away. He now has 20 touchdown runs. 21 touchdown runs this season. I was looking at Chris Harness's numbers as Pat Snyder boots it through. A flag comes up. Let's see what that's going to be. Shively ran for 4 touchdowns and 157 yards last week in the win over Penn. He has 2 touchdown runs and a touchdown pass here tonight. They will count the kick, and it looks like it's going to be something against Hobart. Did you ever see what it was?
Well, the umpire threw the flag. I am going to assume that it was Hobart for attacking the center. You can't touch him.
Right.
You can't hit him in the head until his head comes up. He's in a blocking position. And I think that's what they did. Because that would draw a personal foul. Obviously, they roughed the center.
Pause for 30 quick seconds on WSBT.
Welcome fall with one of the biggest treats of the heating season. Legacy Heating and Air, the only Daikin comfort pro in the region, is offering a 96% high-efficient Daikin heating system for as low as $55 a month for qualified buyers with as little as $500 down. Act now and capitalize on up to $2,000 of instant rebates and local utility incentives. That's Daikin Air Intelligence. Let the Daikin comfort pros at Legacy Heating and Air keep you and your pocketbook nice and warm this winter.
Legacy Heating and Air, the home of the on-time guarantee.
A Cook family business.
There was a personal foul called on Hobart on that extra point. As Coach Bovenkirk was saying, it looked like they roughed the center snapper on the extra point. Mishawaka leading 35-7. Kickoff went into the end zone, but a whistle, and it looks like Mishawaka was offside on the kickoff.
They were?
35-7 Cavemen, and thanks to Matt Embry back in the studio, Riley, a 40-6 winner over Clay. So with Mishawaka leading 35-7 and 4:02 to play here in the third quarter, if the Cavemen hold on, they will host Riley next week in the second round of sectional play. So they move Mishawaka back 5 yards, and Ryan Watt puts the ball on the tee at the 50. We'll see if he can kick it into the end zone once again. Watt with the approach, low and end over end. It bounces inside the 5 and into the end zone, an automatic touchback. Once it gets into the end zone, Hobart will start at its own 20-yard line.
And their worst field position of the night.
Yeah. So 4:02 left in the third quarter, 35-7 Mishawaka. The Brickies of Hobart, clad in purple, will start at their own 20-yard line. They finished 3-2 and in third place to the Brickies in the Northwest Crossroads Conference. They fell to eventual conference champion Andrean 41-7 back on September 14th. They lost to Lowell 34-7 last week. Leto from the shotgun, claps his hands, high snap. Got through his hands, looking to the right. Double clutch, under pressure. He will pass, and it is complete. C.J. Fisher is there to make the stop right away. It's going to be a first down up close to the 33 with the catch made by Matthew Benton.
Yeah, nice little curl route. The outside receiver ran a curl, and at about 13 yards, 12, 13 yards, the inside receiver ran to the flat. When the defender ran with the flat, he threw this curl.
One receiver now split out to the left. Leto will be in the shotgun with Lipke, the running back, to his right. Lipke takes the handoff, goes left, tries to cut it upfield across the 35 with Joe Willis and Derek Dawson there to make the stop for the Cavemen. The Cavemen in command, leading 35-7 and 3:15 left in the third quarter of this first-round sectional matchup here in Hobart, Indiana. Just the third all-time meeting between these two teams that are only separated by a little bit more than an hour. Leto claps his hand, takes the snap, rolls right. He will dump it. It is caught by Benton on the sideline. The catch is made, and that is going to be close to a first down. Let's see.
They're going to have to measure again.
The ball is on the near sideline after the grab by Benton, who came into the night with 12 catches for 95 yards this season. The chains are on the far side, and they do say
first down.
Yes, they do. An 11-play drive for the Cavemen the last time they had the ball for a touchdown drive finished off by Sam Shively, who has 21 touchdown runs this season. We saw Shively playing a little defense at the end of the first half, and Jake Koseski is on the field defensively on one of the corners. Hand off goes to Lipke. He'll go to the left. Lipke getting around the edge across the 40-yard line into Mishawaka territory.
17-yard run on the jet sweep by Lipke, and Hobart shows shades every now and then of being a very good offensive football team. They had a 12-play drive, 13-play drive, and then in between they've had about 2 rounds.
Two receivers to the right, under pressure, dump underneath, and it's going to be intercepted. The ball came out of there.
Great job of reading the screen. Hobart had success throwing the screen on about the second play of the game, and they went back to it. Mishawaka stayed home and intercepted the screen. Great pressure on the quarterback, and he just kind of threw it up where he thought the receiver was going to be, and instead it was intercepted.
Joe Willis makes the interception for the Cavemen with 2:23 left in the third quarter.
Just when Hobart was throwing, he had picked up 3 first downs in the series. Then
Mishawaka takes over at its own 49-yard line. The PA announcer said it was Sam Shively, number 4, but it was Joe Willis, number 44, one of the defensive linemen who dropped off and made the interception on that screen pass.
You are correct. Shively was not on the field. Not that he couldn't have.
Well, I mean, he wasn't on the play or out there playing safety at the end of the first half, but not in that situation with the team up 35-7. Everyone was over there jumping all over Joe Willis on the sideline after he made his first interception of the year. The give goes to Harness up the middle, and Harness on second effort moves it up to the 42 of Hobart, where it's third down. Well, now they're going to stop him back at the 30. They're going to say he was down at the 33. Third down and the 43 rather, excuse me.
Still 4 down territory.
Yep.
I'm sure at this point. Letting the clock punt.
It is down at 14 seconds. The play clock is. Minute 5 to play in the third. Keeper by Shively. Follows Ethan Sargent, the center forward. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. 4th and inches coming up for the Cavemen with the football at the 42 of Hobart. 42 on the game clock, 32 on the play clock, so the Cavemen will have to snap it before this third quarter ends. They lead 35-7. Shively behind center, and again, Riley has defeated Clay tonight. So the winner of this game gets the Wildcats next week. Shively under center. They give us to Harness, and Harness busts up to the 35. First down brought to you by Kevin Putz of First Midwest Mortgage.
7-yard pickup and almost more. Had one Eckler to beat.
Yep. So now 10 seconds left in the third, and the Cavemen don't have to snap it before the third quarter expires. They will let it wind down, and we will go to the fourth quarter with Mishawaka on top of Hobart, 35-7. We'll take a timeout, then back with fourth quarter action on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
Dave here for Zolman's Tire and Auto Care, voted the best tire store 2 years in a row. Right now, bring Zolman's any competitor's tire quote on a set of tires, and they'll beat it by $25. Plus, they'll give you a free alignment check. And Zolman's sells Michelin tires. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. Zolman's Tire and Auto Care, trusted community service for over 40 years.
Chris Harness with 19 carries for 141 yards heading into the fourth quarter, with Mishawaka leading 35-7. Harness also with a 39-yard touchdown catch tonight. For Sam Shively, the fourth touchdown pass of the season. Shively also with a pair of touchdown runs and has 21 TD carries this year. First down, and they give us to Harness on the first play of the fourth quarter. The veer to the right. That's a couple of yards up to the 33, and it's second down for the Cavemen. They give him 2 yards, and the offset line, actually, they've got the two split ends out there again, both Fee and Robinette, as they take the extra tackle off the field. No, hold it. They have the extra tackle out there. They have one of the halfbacks off the field. Unless Robinette is just playing what's considered a halfback. Taylor goes in motion to the left, and the give comes across and to the right to Brody Robinette, his first run of the year.
So you knew something was up. You knew Robinette wasn't supposed to be lined up there.
That's right.
And sure enough, it was a case where, and the counter was a play that we saw earlier in the year, but haven't seen much of since.
Harness will stay the fullback, and Robinette is on the wing to the left side. Fee, the other split end, standing beside the tackle on the right. Motion Taylor to the left. He'll take the toss. Robinette in front of him on the block. Sets the block. Taylor turns upfield, and he's going to be close to first down yardage at the 25. He was spun out of bounds over there, and let's see where they spot him.
I think they're going to have him step out about a yard short. Going to bring up a and one.
They are stopping the clock. Are they going to measure, or did somebody?
stepped out of bounds. I don't know what.
Did they still have the clock running? I was looking at the officials who was waving his arms and blowing his whistle.
Apparently the clock was still running.
Okay. It's going to be 4th and 1 at the 26.
Play was. Yeah, they want to put 10 seconds back on the clock. Make it 21. Word just came up through the Hobart. Is up here. Alerted the timekeeper.
4th and a yard, and the Cavemen do still have that offset line and the extra tackle. 3 offensive linemen on the right. Bunch and a goal line defense. Chris Harness slices right through it, though. A flag comes down late. He had easy first down yardage inside the 20, and let's see what this is going to be. The flag came when they were almost 10 yards downfield already.
Yeah.
The personal foul and a chop block on Mishawaka. So that'll hurt because now it's a personal foul, and it's not going to be 4th and inches. It's going to be 4th and long, and will they try to kick a field goal here?
Well, there is
Here comes Snyder.
There's a special team coming out. There's a strong wind in his neck, I believe. They try a field goal. This is going to be a long.
Yeah, this. Now they're going to punt.
15-yard penalty, and the punt team is on.
See, and C.J. Fisher came on too, and Fisher, of course, is the holder. Right. And they were running out together, but Fisher is also
Fisher is the personal protector.
Exactly. So they're going to punt. Patton Snyder will be standing on the 50-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 37 of Hobart. 10:16 remaining. Mishawaka leading 35-7.
Right now they're questioning the 15 yards, but the flag came at the spot of the chop block.
Right.
Spot.
Just like as if it was a holding call.
Correct.
It goes from the spot.
Correct. So Mishawaka first punt. First adventure.
Matthew Benton is standing on the 10, ready to receive it. The game clock has started. The play clock down to 5. We wait for the snap. 3, 2. The snap to Snyder. Under some pressure, gets it away. It'll bounce at the 15. Take a Mishawaka roll down to the 1-yard line. Did they down it? No, into the end zone.
I think the ball would have laid dead at the 1, but the cover team came down and sliding to down the ball, knocked it into the end zone.
So the touchback moves it back to the 20-yard line. A break for Hobart there. 2 breaks, really, after the personal foul was called.
Yep.
But in any case, it's Hobart football with 9:45 remaining and Mishawaka leading 35-7. The Brickies send the offense on the field. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, ball in the middle of the field. Leto, the quarterback, from the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to the right, fires it over there. It's going to be caught by Lipke, pushed out of bounds immediately by C.J. Fisher at the 26-yard line.
That is the first drive other than the kneel down at half that the Mishawaka offense did not score on. Another drive was in a touchdown.
The play picks up 6 yards. Down and 4 coming up for the Brickies. Leto, the quarterback, from shotgun with a running back to his left. He will hand it off to the man in motion, Lipke. Lipke going to get a couple of yards out of it as T.J. Ruck gets up there to make the tackle. Derek Dawson was in there, or rather check that rather. It's Tommy Frayling. Going to be 3rd down and 2.
I like the Hobart running backs, Valley and Lipsky. They are tough guys.
Yeah.
They are old school football players.
Yeah, they've got that build to them.
Yep, they remind me of the old Rick running backs.
3rd down and 2, and Leto from the shotgun, rolling to the right. He will fire it out there, caught by Benton on the sideline. Out of bounds immediately. 1st down for Hobart. Yeah, Valley 5'10", 185 pounds, and Lipke 5'9". See what his listed weight is. I didn't have it on the original. 5'9", 175. They both got some biceps on them.
Yeah, they've been in the weight room.
That's right. 1st and 10 from the 34 for Hobart, with the Cavemen on top, 35-7, just under 9 to play in the 4th quarter. Leto from the shotgun, claps his hands, play fake, looking to the left, fires it deep. A man is open, but he overthrows him.
Yeah, nice little corner route, and got the defender turned around a little bit, but the ball was over.
He was looking for the sophomore wide receiver, Zach Bode, their leading receiver coming into the night. 30 catches, 383 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He's been pretty quiet, though, this evening.
Yeah, I think Mishawaka's secondary will take away a lot of the deep stuff and leave the flats open, as we've talked about. They're throwing more right out of their backs for inside receivers.
2nd and 10. Leto wants to throw high. It is caught and undercut immediately. Benton. Grant Jablonski tackled him. They throw a flag on Grant Jablonski for making the tackle.
I have no idea. This receiver was up in the air, and Jablonski came in and made the tackle at about the back of his knees. The receiver did a flip, as we see almost every Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
And came down, and immediately the flag came out.
Wow, they're going to call this a personal foul against Grant Jablonski. And I don't know how you do that, because all he did was make a tackle. I mean, the problem is the quarterback threw it too high and hung his receiver out to dry over there. Jablonski just came in and made a stop.
I mean, it looked bad, but the receiver got up. He's not out of the play. He was not injured on the play. It just looked like it hurt.
Right.
And you can't throw a flag because in soccer they have that dangerous play or whatever it is.
I don't watch enough soccer to help you with that one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you even brought it up. I got no idea what I'm talking about. But I was waiting for the yellow card to come out.
And we're still kind of waiting for everybody. The officials don't even know where they want to spot the ball.
Yeah, it's a personal foul. That's all they're calling right now is a personal foul. And now they're bringing it back. I have no idea. They don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like they were going to. Okay, they're marking it off. Apparently from the original line of scrimmage, I guess. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I can't help you out.
Yeah.
So.
It's going to be 1st down to Hobart at its own 49-yard line. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play with the Cavemen leading by 4 touchdowns.
So subtract the 6-yard gain on the catch that was lost in all of this.
Handoff comes to the left to Valley. Valley will cross the 50, and they will spot him up close to the 48 of Mishawaka.
Who was the young man that did make the catch? Do you remember?
I believe it was Benton, number 2.
So Benton makes a great catch.
And that's negated, apparently.
Gets knocked hurt, and yeah, we're going to take that away.
Leto from the shotgun in the backfield on 2nd down and 7. He will hand it off, and Frayling is in the backfield right away to make the stop on South Valley.
Yeah, Frayling attacked the mesh point that time drove the blocker back into the backfield and was able to hold that to no gain.
I felt like earlier in this game, if Hobart had decided, you talked about the running backs, if they decided to establish the run a little bit more, they might have been able to run the ball a little bit more. But now, at this point, Mishawaka is going to let them run the ball all they want.
Yeah. Keep the ball inside and in front of you. That's all they have to do right now to win the game.
3rd and 7, Hobart from the Mishawaka 48. Leto will pass it out to the right. It is caught by the running back, Lipke. He falls down right away at the 44, where it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, pickup of about just 3 or 4 yards on the play. And it's going to leave a 4th and 3.
4th down, Hobart. 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and Hobart's kind of taking its time.
12 seconds on the play clock.
Trips to the left, one man to the right. Leto from the shotgun, claps his hand, takes the snap underneath, incomplete, and the Cavemen take over on down.
Misread between the quarterback and the inside receiver. Quarterback obviously thought he was going to just run a little hitch for the 1st down. The receiver kept going on the seam, and the ball was thrown behind him.
Let's see, we might see, I was about to say we might see some reserves, but it doesn't look like it yet. I saw so Shively is still in there at quarterback, and the give goes to the left.
There are some changes on the offensive line.
And that was not Chris Harness. That was Drew Mason, I believe. Yep. Drew Mason is the fullback. He picked up 5 yards, and he takes it again as he crosses the 50 to the 49 of Hobart. So Shively still is in at quarterback, and most of the other guys are out there, but they have Chris Harness off the field with a 4-touchdown lead and 5:36 to play. Drew Mason making his fullback debut for the Cavemen. That is a name we have not called a whole lot this year. He is 5'6", 165 pounds. We could see a lot more of Drew Mason next year when Chris Harness is gone. He's a sophomore. He takes it to the left, and Mason works his way up to the 45.
I apologize ahead of time. Mason jars his way for 4 yards to the Kevin Putz 1st down.
There you go. You nailed it.
Yeah. It's been a long night.
Been a weird one
in
some way.
It has, yeah. I think ever since we turned down that crowd bike.
I think you're right. But there is just 4 minutes and 42 seconds to play. Bradley Taylor goes in motion. Mason takes it and works his way up to the 41-yard line. Well, I tell you what, I mean, he's a sophomore, so you can tell he doesn't quite have the power in the thighs like Chris Harness, but I mean, he's getting an easy 4 yards in between the tackles every time now.
This, most of which is a reserved offensive line, is still doing a nice job of opening holes for Mason.
Caleb Crothers is one of the split ends. He's on the field as well for Mishawaka. As Shively stays at quarterback, Mason down on the three-point stand, takes the snap and drives to the right and works his way across the 35 to the 34, where it's another Kevin Putz, a First Midwest Mortgage 1st down. Kevin Putz at Washington when you were there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he was Washington, but I didn't know if the timing was there with you.
3 sport athletes.
Yeah.
great football player, played offensive guard for us on the teams. The forward on the basketball team, and the catcher on our baseball team.
All right. 1st and 10 Cavemen from the Hobart 34-yard line. Motion by Kaler. The give again goes to Mason right up the gut. An easy 2 yards as the clock continues to run with 3:20 remaining. And Mishawaka cruising 35-7, about to put the finishing touches on this one. And we'll remind you that with Riley winning tonight, 40-6 over Clay, it will be Mishawaka and Riley at Steel Stadium in the second round of sectionals next week.
I will miss this press box, Sean, but it will be nice to be at home.
That it will. Can we pick up this Brickyard press box, drop it on top of Steel Stadium?
I can't. Maybe you can, but I can't. This is a beautiful facility.
Well, these bricklayers can just follow us there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Timeout, Mishawaka.
Cavemen take time with 2:41 remaining, leading 35-7. We'll take a timeout as well. 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
One person may not be able to change the world, but you can change the world for one. I'm Mary Jo Martinek with the Food Bank of Northern Indiana. When you donate to the food bank, your neighbor's kids will go to bed with a full stomach. A senior can stock his pantry shelf, feeling secure for the first time in months. A mom won't agonize over what items she must take out of her grocery cart. Hunger is a story we can end. Find out how at feedindiana.org.
2:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter with Mishawaka looking to put the finishing touches on a 35-7 victory. It looks like we're going to have a new quarterback for the Cavemen. Is that Justin Fisher coming out on the field? I believe it is. I'll see if I can spot the other skill position guys. We've got a lot of guys we haven't seen so far as Mason takes the handoff, and a lot of reserve linemen out there as well. Elijah Marshall is one of the split ends. And now another new guy coming on the field, Jarvis Delk. We've seen a little bit of him this year.
This is nice that a lot of kids get to play in a section.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll play. Now there's time out, I think, by Hobart.
Brandon Pearson also on the field as Hobart takes time. And I'm going to call some numbers out. If you want to look up their names on the roster real quick as I get out the binoculars. 69 and 75.
69 is Nigel Bloom. What was the other one?
75.
75 is Jason DeWilkins.
66.
Christian Double.
Right? Wait, those are the three of the offensive linemen. I'll give you a couple more here in just a sec.
The mommies and daddies.
Right.
Appreciate it.
53.
53 is Benjamin Singleton.
Give you another offensive lineman after this play as they get up to the line of scrimmage.
For sure, mommies and daddies know their numbers.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't have to tell them the names.
That's right. Justin Fisher is the quarterback, and Mason takes the handoff once again. Give me a second. There he is. I'm waiting for him to turn.
Yard pickup.
76. I don't think we've said him, have we?
76 is Braxton Hobart.
All right. So there we go. We've got the reserve offensive lineman called.
Well done.
I think we've got everybody. There's a minute 42 remaining.
And if we pick up this fourth down, this game should be fun.
Right. The thing is, Donovan Snyder is officially the backup quarterback, and obviously he's a starter, so he's not on the field. And so we've got Justin Fisher out there on the keeper, taking it himself, the quarterback following the center. And I just saw, okay, I've already said Drew Mason. So now there's a minute 25 remaining. First down brought to you by Kevin Potts of First Midwest Mortgage. Mishawaka up 35-7, and the reserve offense about to finish things off for the Cavemen here tonight.
Victory offense, my favorite formation.
There they go, and Mason's going to be the deep man. Brody Robinette helping him out. Fisher takes the knee with just under a minute to play, and the Cavemen are going to have to snap it just one more time.
We talked about all the different formations that Hobart ran tonight, but most important one right here.
Yep, that's right. They'll snap it one more time. I'm going to slide this window open so we can get a pick here in just a sec. Fisher takes the knee one more time.
You're a multi-talented guy.
Yeah. We're doing a little bit of it all.
Call a game and still take photos.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, just like you said, we got to make moms and dads happy by putting some of this stuff on social media. So, 35-7 as they line up for the handshakes. There's still 9 seconds left officially, but the clock winding down as Mishawaka wins its sectional opener, 35-7 here at the Brickyard in Hobart. We'll be back to finish things off with the Cavemen winning this one 35-7. They'll host Riley next week in round 2 of sectional play. This is Mishawaka Cavemen football on 96.1 WSBT, the sports leader.
CDLA drivers, why are you still dealing with the headaches of long-haul driving when Central Transport gets qualified tractor-trailer drivers like you home daily and weekends off? As one of the nation's largest LTL carriers, Central Transport has an excellent customer base with dedicated routes to get you home daily. Central Transport offers our drivers a $2,000 sign-on bonus. That's right, $2,000. Central Transport offers stability, competitive pay, and the opportunity for advancement. But the advantages don't end there. Central Transport drivers receive medical and dental coverage, 401k with company match, paid holidays and time off, referral bonuses, weekly pay, and more. Make plans to find out more at Central Transport's open house being held this week, Monday through Friday at 2903 North Foundation Drive in South Bend, Indiana. Stop by to talk to Tony between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. or call Central directly at 866-700-7582. That number again is 866-700-7582. We look forward to seeing you this week at Central Transport, central to your success.
For a safe and fun Halloween experience, bring the kids to Eddy Street Commons at Notre Dame for trick-or-treating. Tuesday, October 23rd from 5 until 8 p.m. This family-friendly celebration will feature a magician, face painting, balloon twisting, Halloween crafts, and a pumpkin for kids under 10. And best of all, it's free! Dress up the kids in their favorite costume and head to Eddy Street Commons Tuesday night from 5 till 8 for trick-or-treating. Sponsored by Kite Realty, parents must accompany children throughout the event. Get details at eddycommons.com.
Midland Engineering Company has been completing quality commercial roofing jobs nationwide from right here in Michiana for nearly 100 years. But did you know Midland also boasts the area's only standalone service department in the commercial roofing business? Midland knows the negative effects a leaking roof can have on your business, so their team is ready to help Michiana's small business owners keep working. Why take a chance with your business? Trust the professionals at Midland Engineering Company, proud to be Michiana born and raised.